Hello wonderful people, welcome back to another video again with Simply Gist TV. Thank you so much guys for clicking to watch this video. Thank you for all your massive support. I truly appreciate all of you. So we are back again with another game matter, my country people. And this is Simply Gist TV. I greet you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever time you are using to watch this video right now. My country people, we are back again with Korra Obidi. So Korra came out and then she started complaining that somebody called a CPS for her. And they are monitoring the children every time they are knocking on her door just to check on the children and see if she's doing her mothering role properly. The case was that Atina fell from the chair and that she's not looking after the children properly. And apparently she came out and said that she doesn't want to call anybody's name. And judging from the fact, the way she was saying it, it could be any of her haters, it could as well be Justin Dean. But what made me to actually understand that it is Justin Dean, her ex-husband, is a phrase that she used that he literally flashed his children online because Korra went through 1 week without putting her children on the camera. Like she's actually working very hard to take the children out of social media, like take them off the camera. It's because actually it's not good that she flashed them and then when the children are with Justin Dean, their father as well flashes these children on the social media. And that is why there is so much criticism, like people pick to any little things these children do, just like, June is just 3 years, but anything she does, because she's always on the social media and on the camera, people tend to judge her, forgetting her age. But this is something that a child that is not on social media, that is not being flashed by the parents on the camera, can as well do, and they will just overlook it. It's just a 3 years, it's normal. But because these people, these poor kids are always on the camera, even though they didn't choose to be, but because their mother, their parents are on social media, so it's all about creating content. Anyway, my country people, so the problem now is that police people are coming to check on Korra to see if she's taking care of her children properly. Now here I come in, my country people, like, if you have not learned something concerning Korra and Justin Dean case, that means you still have a long way to go. See, in this life, it is not all that glitters that are gold. You guys, if you have been following these couples, you will know how they were like at the beginning. Do you know what they present to social media? And from the very day this thing came to social media, like they are not together, the very day Justin Dean decided to leave Korra 4 days after she gave birth, and he said that she's a narcissism, all of that, everything he laid on her. Like, if you reflect back to what they used to be, you will know that it is not all that glitters that is gold. When love turns to hate, we don't even know if there was love, if there ever was love, because it's like the man entered into the marriage or into the relationship with her with a motive, like it's not just love. At this point, I would say that love is not enough for marriage. Please know who you are entering into marriage with. Like, what is Justin Dean actually trying to do? At this point, I would say that he is not right. In fact, there have been so many cases where he has never been right. But now trying actually to take those children away from Korra, no man in his right senses, no matter what the woman, except it's a woman who is so heartless that does not take care of the children, does not ask of them, she doesn't care about the welfare of the children, then you will know that it is not all biological mothers that are mothers. But in the case of Korra, despite all she's going through, yet those children are dear to her heart. She plays her role. She fights for them. She goes to hustle for them. It is for the children. Yes, she's doing what she loves because it is her dream, her perfection, but she's aiming to take care of those children. Justin Dean is fighting every possible way he can to take those children. Then what kind of a father does not place the interests of his children at heart by hurting their mother? What joy does it actually give him to see Korra in pain? Like, what joy? Why does he derive so much joy in like wanting her to be mentally and psychologically disordered so that he can have those children? Love is not enough in marriage. I felt for Korra. I pity her. Like, no woman will want to be going through all this. The man said he is done with this marriage. He is done. Why can't he co-parent in peace? Why is it difficult for him to co-parent in peace? It means that the children's interests are not in his heart. Because if they are in his heart, he would want to co-parent in peace. When you say you are done with the relationship, you forget everything about that person, except something is still connecting both of you, which is children. Then the children becomes your priority and not that person. That's the way I see it. But in this case, Justin is still fighting Korra, but he does not know that he's fighting the kids as well. Okay, if at all Antenna fell from the chair, which Korra says did not happen. For goodness sake, in parenting, nobody knows it all. Mistake can happen. Children fall. Children can be running and they fall. Provided it's not a fatal fall. Children fall. A lot of things happens when you have children at hand. No matter how watchful you are, incidents can happen. Accidents can happen. Anything, mistakes can happen. Why is he looking into all this just so he can get at Korra? See, I have watched a video where he was live and the children, they were with him and he boiled egg. Yes, I watched that video, but I just chose not to make any video about that. I watched that his life. He boiled egg, and when he boiled this egg, being that egg was for Antenna, and you know, Antenna is not up to a year, and she's still growing teeth. She's beginning to learn how to eat swallows now, solid food now. He did not mash that egg properly. Antenna, you know that Antenna loves food, if you have been following them. So the baby was trying to eat this egg, but because the egg was not properly mashed, the egg white inside it was actually choking her. But Justin didn't even notice that. Now, if Korra was somebody who, you know, is after him, she would have as well made a case out of that. This is why people were actually telling Korra that this 50-50 co-parenting that she's giving is going to be a problem. And sincerely speaking, is becoming a problem to her. Now, Justin Dean is not even after the 50-50 anymore, but he's finding a way by all means to take these children away from their mother. Like, who do you think can replace the presence of a mother in the heart of a child? I'm not saying that all biological mothers are mothers, but when you have a good mother who has the interests of the child at heart, why try to take her out of their heart? What do you think? What can you tell these children tomorrow? What do you have? What story do you have to tell them? Because you divorced their mother, for that, you totally take them away from their mother. Like, what do you have to, tomorrow in future, do you have to like cook up a story that their mother abandoned them? Wow. See, my country people, in marriage, love is not enough anymore. Seriously speaking, know who you are entering a relationship with. I feel so much for Korra, and I just pray for God's grace and strength upon her. In all these things that are happening, let us learn. See, all these things are lessons to us. If you watch all these videos, all this talk and all these gist thereabout, there is always something to pick. Please do not forget to pick something from it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Simply Gist TV. And please do like, share, and follow us and subscribe on our YouTube as well. I will see you on our next video. Bye.
1 second here, 1 second there. I was visited by the cops just to check if my baby is okay. How come no one's visiting the other party? I'm not gonna mention any names, but stop it. Stop sending people to my house. Stop sending the cops to my house. My kids are fine. This week, I have barely shown my kids online. To come and check my kids, I need to do a check of the kid. There's nothing wrong with my kid. She did not fall off of any chair. She didn't fall off of anything. At this point, this is harassment and stalking. This is stalking. This is stalking. And I have a voice and I'm going to use it. This is stalking. I'm not going to be one of those cases that kept quiet until the end. I'm going to speak. I'm going to use my voice and speak. This week, you guys have barely seen my children's faces. That's how careful I've been. And yet, still, I'm having the cops show up at my door. I'm not going to be the first woman to be divorced, and I'm not going to be the last. Showing up at my door, I'm not going to come here and cry, oh my God, I'm crying. Not anymore, because I think that's what is making them happy, to see me in tears. This is harassment 101. You cannot keep sending DSF or sending cops to my door every time. It's traumatic. And I will not continue to have it. I have barely put my kids online today. Stop harassing me. You literally take them and slap them on live. This is stalking 101. And I'm not going to sit down and take it. I'm not the first woman in America. Why am I the only one? Are you aware that she fell down from the couch? How am I not aware? I am taking care of my children. How, if she fell off the couch, I'm going to be the first person to know. She never did. The girls need their mother. You cannot take girls from their mother. I'm not the first woman to give birth to beautiful children. Why are you trying to rip them from me?